Today I'm going to brush on a vinegar and steel wool solution onto the bench. Last night I stained the entire bench with black tea and I let it completely dry. It didn't really affect the color at all, but this solution should make some magic happen. So the vinegar and steel wool oxidizes, basically creating rust, and that rust will react with the tannin that is left over from the tea that we used last night. That reaction will cause the wood to darken and to have a more aged appearance. We also figured it was such a nice day today, we'll pull the bench out into the garage and we'll film in the sun. And as you can already start to see, the wood is getting darker. It is starting to have a more aged appearance. I'm sure you'll also notice I'm making a total mess with the vinegar steel wool solution. Thankfully, it's really easy to clean up. That's been one thing I've really enjoyed about this project. Last night, using the tea inside the house, I didn't have to open any windows and get any ventilation. It didn't stink up my house at all. And today out in the garage, the vinegar, although it doesn't smell fantastic, is completely harmless and it's not causing any toxic fumes that I have to be worried about. You'll also notice I've made quite a mess on the legs. They look very splotchy where I've dripped all over them. Once I cover them with the brush, those completely go away and you can't even tell. Once I get the entire bench covered, I'm gonna go ahead and let the bench sit for about a half hour to let it dry, let that chemical reaction happen, and check to see how the color turns out. And here's that time lapse over about a half hour. It starts to get darker, and then you just see the wood drying out. Looks quite a bit older, a little bit more gray than I was anticipating, but I really like it. Next, we will use beeswax and mineral oil to seal it, so stay tuned for that part.